Get ready to relive one of the fastest and most dominant women's 4x100 meters relays. In this video, we analyze how Jamaica controlled every phase of the race, from the start to the final leg. Watch closely as we break down the key moments that made this performance unforgettable.
So away they go cleanly, and Asha Phillip looking to put England in a good position, but Jamaica looking strong with Carol and Stewart already, and the handovers are looking for them clean enough for England at the moment. Blessing Okagbari, the double sprint gold medalist, has it for Nigeria, trying to put them in a good position, but Jamaica leading at the moment. Veronica Campbell-Brown with the baton onto Shiloni Calvert, and England have it now with Jodie Williams, silver in the 200 metres, and Nigeria still in a good position, but England will look to chase them down because Nigeria don't have the strongest anchor leg, but it's Jamaica well clear at the moment. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is going to storm to gold. A huge win for Jamaica, and England trying to get silver. It will be Nigeria. England third, they take the bronze medal, but we thought that England might be able to push Jamaica close. No such things, no thoughts of that. A games record for Jamaica, 41.84. What a performance, dominant from the Jamaican quartet. All four ran well, but Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce put her in that position, and there is no chance that she will be called.
That pose. Under 20 girls 4x100 final.
So we actually lost three teams from the semi-finals. Guyana is not there, unfortunately. No Tiana Springer, no Narissa McPherson. They're going to be running the 4x4 mixed, hopefully a little bit later. We've got Antigua and Barbuda withdrawing as well, and Barbados.
So Bahamas, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, British Virgin Islands, Grenada, Guadeloupe, and Martinique. The teams set to take part here. British Virgin Islands. Oh wow, they would love to have a Deja Hodge now. That's Amia Todman for the BVI. Here's the lineup from the inside. Grenada, Martinique, British Virgin Islands, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Guadeloupe, and Bahamas. 7 teams going in this final.
And Tottenham on that third leg with Soleil Frederick.
Trinidad and Tobago team. They have the Frederick sisters, one would suppose. They also have Symphony Patrick to choose from.
Khadija Pickering, I think, maybe leading off for them.
Jamaica being led off by Habiba Harris, the 12.95 sprint hurdler, takes the opening leg for the Jamaicans. They are expected to have a fine team. Tiana Lee Terrelong, Sabrina Dockery, Shania Douglas possibly in their lineup as well. Guadeloupe. Guadeloupe will be in lane number 6. They have...
You see on your screen there, will be leading off for Trinidad and Tobago. The Frederick twins will go second and third.
Set.
Cleanly away this time for the 4x100 final for under 20 girls. Trinidad and Tobago up well with Symphony Patrick. Abiba Harris runs a good first leg for the Jamaicans as well. The Jamaicans change safe and first. Tiana Lee Terrelong, the 100 silver medalist, goes flying by Frederick. Jamaica ahead of Trinidad and Tobago. Here's the change for the Jamaicans. Soleil Frederick on the third leg for Trinidad and Tobago, but it's Jamaica with the advantage. This is where the battle is expected to be. Here's the final change. Jamaica ahead of TNT. Down the home stretch they come. Trinidad and Tobago trying to close, but the Jamaicans pull away through Shania Douglas. 43-61. Another terrific performance by the black, green and gold. That's 3 in a row in the relays. They are on course for another sweep at the CARIFTA Games. They swept the 1500s yesterday, and they are very much on course in the 4x100s. Pickering taking home Trinidad and Tobago to a well-deserved silver medal.
Trinidad and Tobago, and of course the ladies from the Bahamas in second and third. Trinidad and Tobago 44.4.
Jamaica's supremacy in the women's 4x100 meters relay is not a coincidence or a product of a single golden generation. It is the result of a deeply rooted system that continuously produces world-class sprinters while preserving technical excellence across generations. When analyzing two seemingly distant performances, the senior triumph at the 2014 Commonwealth Games and the junior dominance at the 2022 CARIFTA Games, a clear pattern emerges. These races are not isolated successes, but interconnected examples of a national sprinting philosophy executed with remarkable consistency. The 2014 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow represented Jamaica at the peak of global sprinting power. This was an era defined by elite-level pressure, where every baton exchange could determine victory or defeat against world-class opponents. Teams like England and Nigeria were not just participants, they were genuine contenders, equipped with athletes capable of producing explosive individual legs. From the opening meters, the race unfolded at an aggressive pace, with early leaders attempting to destabilize Jamaica's rhythm. However, what distinguished Jamaica was not merely speed, but control. Their relay execution was built on precision. Each exchange occurred within an optimal acceleration window, minimizing deceleration and maximizing momentum transfer. This is a critical aspect of elite relay running. The outgoing runner must already be near top speed before receiving the baton, ensuring that the team never loses velocity across zones. Jamaica mastered this principle. Their baton exchanges were neither rushed nor conservative. They were perfectly calibrated. By the time the baton reached the final leg, the race had already tilted decisively. Shelley Ann Fraser-Pryce did not need to chase. She needed to maintain and extend. Yet what followed was more than maintenance. It was a demonstration of sprinting efficiency at the highest level. Her stride frequency, combined with exceptional ground contact mechanics, allowed her to accelerate even from an already high-speed entry. The result, 41.84 seconds, was not just a winning time, but a statement of technical superiority. It showcased how experience, biomechanics, and composure converge under pressure. Transitioning to the 2022 CARIFTA Games, the context changes dramatically, but the underlying structure remains intact. Instead of Olympic champions, we see emerging athletes, yet their execution mirrors that of their senior counterparts. This is where Jamaica's true strength lies, the transmission of relay intelligence from one generation to the next. The opening leg by Habiba Harris was not simply fast, it was strategically disciplined. In youth competitions, athletes often overcommit in the first 30 meters, compromising efficiency later in the leg. Harris avoided this mistake, maintaining a controlled drive phase that set up a clean first exchange. This alone reflects advanced coaching and race awareness. On the backstretch, Tia Ann Lee Terrelong introduced the decisive shift in the race. The second leg in a 4x100m relay is often underestimated, but it is tactically crucial. It is where positioning becomes separation. Her ability to build speed progressively while maintaining lane discipline ensured that Jamaica not only held position, but created a visible gap. This leg transformed the race from competitive to controlled. By the time Shanoya Douglas received the baton, the outcome was nearly inevitable. However, what stands out is not just the lead, but how it was achieved. The exchanges remained fluid, with no visible hesitation or adjustment steps, a hallmark of well-rehearsed relay teams. The final time of 43.61 seconds, while slower than senior benchmarks, is exceptional at the U20 level and reflects a high ceiling for future development. What connects these two performances is not simply victory, but a shared identity. Jamaica's relay success is built on three fundamental pillars: technical discipline, speed continuity, and psychological composure. These elements are trained, repeated, and ingrained from junior levels all the way to the global stage. Perhaps the most significant insight is that Jamaica does not rely on individual brilliance alone. Even with athletes as extraordinary as Fraser-Pryce, the system ensures that no single leg carries the team. Instead, each segment contributes to an uninterrupted flow of speed. This reduces variability and increases reliability, which is essential in relay events where even minor errors can be catastrophic. The comparison between 2014 and 2022 ultimately reveals more than dominance. It reveals sustainability. Jamaica is not just winning races, it is consistently reproducing the conditions required to win. From youth development programs to elite competition, the philosophy remains unchanged: perfect the basics, trust the system, and execute under pressure. In the world of sprinting, where margins are measured in hundredths of a second, such consistency is rare. But for Jamaica, it has become the standard.